Hello my gorgeous angels, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new video. As you can see from the title of today's video, I'm coming at you with a heatless curling set review. I've been wanting to try one of these ever since they went completely viral on TikTok. So I ordered myself one and I thought, why not sit down and film a review for my YouTube channel, let you know what I think, let you know if I think it really deserved to go as viral as it did. So if you want to see how I get on, then just carry on watching. I have just jumped in the shower and washed my hair, hence why I have my pajamas on, hence why I have a completely bare-faced, and hence why I look a little bit like a drowned rat. But I am super excited to give this a try. So the curling set I picked up is one from Kitsch. I want to say Kitsch, but I'm not too sure. It's Kitsch.
Let's go with Kitsch.
I picked it up on Look Fantastic and it is just one of the standard heatless curling sets. So you've got the little tube thing which you place over your head, and then also two silk scrunchies as well. I believe it was around the £13 mark. I can't remember exactly how much it is, but I will leave a link down below. But honestly quite inexpensive compared to the other ones on the market. Once these went viral on TikTok, I was finding some for like £40–50, and I do think that's a little bit expensive for a heatless curling set. I don't know, I wasn't prepared to pay that much, so I found this one which was around £15, and I am really excited to give it a go because I really want to try and use less heat on my hair. I really don't use a lot as it is. Like I would say I curl it once or twice a week and I try not to do it more than that, but I would honestly love to find a heatless method that creates the same sort of curls as a curler does. I haven't tried anything like this before. I did try dressing gown curls once in lockdown and I did really like them, but for some reason I just didn't do it after that.
I don't really know why.
But I've never tried one of these little sausage things. I don't really know what to call it. What would you call it? Oh, it's called a heatless curling rod.
Okay, we'll put it on rod then.
I've never tried one of these heatless curling rods before, so I am really excited to give it a go. As I said, I have just washed my hair. I'm just going to put my normal product in. This is the KMS Moist Repair Leave-In Conditioner. I've been using this for ages actually, but I just put a tiny amount through the ends of my hair just to kind of help lock in that moisture. The ends of my hair do get quite dry, so I just like to put a bit of product through them to help them retain a bit of moisture and not get too dry, not break too easily. I've been thinking a lot about my hair recently, and I think the reason that it doesn't grow very quickly is because it just breaks, and it breaks because it's dry. So I'm really trying to put a bit more into my hair care routine. In this pack you get the curling rod, and then you also get two silk scrunchies which feel really nice and soft. I also really want to get a silk pillowcase because I do this really weird thing when I sleep and I kind of like push my head into my pillow. It's really weird. I always wake up and my pillows are like straight up against my headboard, and I think that's probably breaking my hair as well and probably not the best for my skin. So I really want to get a silk pillowcase as well. The only downside to this particular kit is that it doesn't come with a clip. You're supposed to kind of clip it to the top of your head whilst you wrap around just so that it's secure. So I've just grabbed one of my own clips to kind of secure it on the top of my head whilst I do that. And I don't have a mirror nearby, so I am just going to be using my viewfinder as a mirror. So I apologise if that is annoying because I'm just not looking in the camera and I'm looking in the viewfinder. And then I believe what you do is just start taking little sections of hair and wrapping them around the rod whilst also picking up hair, but I'm not sure where you pick the hair up from. Is it the back? Surely you pick it up from the back as well as the front, otherwise the back hair will be forgotten. I feel like it is quite fiddly to do, but I feel like it's one of those things that like once you get the hang of it, I'm hoping it won't be too bad to do. If it literally takes 5 minutes and gives really nice curls, then I am so here for it. I think the thing I'm going to find hard is like trying to keep it tight. I feel like I'm struggling. I feel like it's moving, like the actual rod is sliding away, but we'll continue. I do feel like with these you just get to the bottom. Like I'm kind of near the bottom now and I've still got this massive bit of hair, so I'm just going to loop that in now, but I don't know if that's like a bit too late. So that is that side done, but I really feel like it is not pulled tight enough. It just feels quite loose. It's very loose up here, so I'm going to try again, but I feel like it's good to know that I can actually wrap my hair around it with not too much difficulty. I'm just going to reposition this as well. This did kind of start to come loose, so I feel like I really want to get that to stay, and we will go again. It is quite fiddly, but I feel like it's one of those things where once you get the hang of it, I really hope it's the sort of thing that you could like do with your eyes shut. Like, you know, the first time you ever like French plaited your hair, it felt so fiddly, but now you can just kind of do it really easily. I kind of hope it's a bit like that. feel like that is a little bit better. It's definitely a lot tighter up the top. I tried to kind of keep it a lot higher and just a lot tighter. So now you're at the bottom, I think you just kind of secure it with the scrunchie. I'm just going to take the clip out. I feel like that clip didn't really hold it very well.
I like the thing clip back in.
And now onto this side. I feel like I'm probably going to end up with like a good side and a bad side. I do find starting it quite hard because I have these little fringy bits at the start, and I always just feel like they're not the easiest to start with. That side was surprisingly easy. Just secure with my little scrunchie. So that is it in. I'm aware that I look hilarious right now. The thing that concerns me is it's really hard to get the back of your head in. So does the back of your head just look really flat? Do you have to still curl that? There's just a lot of space at the back. And also, how do you sleep? Like, do I just leave them like this? I know sometimes some people like tie them at the back, then you just look like you've got a little crown on or something. Maybe like that. That looks a little bit more manageable. Although that was actually quite easy to put in my hair, I do feel like it's quite hard to get really tight curls. Like the hair just seems to kind of loosen over the little rods, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna not do it again. I'm gonna stop touching it and hope that when I wake up in the morning I have really nice curly hair with absolutely zero heat. I'm a little bit concerned about how I'm gonna sleep, but I guess you could definitely sleep with your head just straight back. The actual rod itself does feel super soft as well, so I feel like it is clearly not pulling on my hair. It's clearly going to be quite nice for my hair to sit on, but honestly I just really hope that it does create lovely curls, because if it does I will actually be over the moon, and I will fully sit and do this every time I wash my hair. I definitely do feel like as I sleep it is going to loosen overnight, but I feel like that's maybe not the end of the world. Like maybe it really is not the end of the world that you can't get a massive tight curl, because I have tried heatless methods before and sometimes they give you the proper tight to your scalp ringlet curls and it is not a vibe at all. So maybe the fact that it's a little bit looser will actually be a bit better, because it might create really nice curls, not too tight curls, the kind of like curly wavy sort of look that I probably do go for every time I curl my hair anyway. So I guess now all there is to do is to wait until the morning and see what my hair looks like. So I am of course going to go away, hopefully have a good night's sleep. I'll be back in the morning to take this out of my hair and show you the results. This is definitely my best I've ever looked on YouTube. Good morning angels, it is now the next morning. I have slept overnight with it in my hair, and let me tell you, I did actually sleep a lot better than I expected to. When I first went to bed and tried to put my head down, I was like,
oh my god, this is not comfortable.
But the actual rod itself is really soft and kind of squidgy, so if you want to lay your head on its side, then you just kind of accept the fact that you're going to squish it a little bit, but it's not the end of the world and you just get comfortable that way. So in terms of my sleep quality, I would honestly say it wasn't too bad. I know some people really struggle to sleep with these in, but this one just seems to be a little bit smaller and definitely a lot softer than ones that I've seen online before. So I feel like it's definitely quite easy to sleep how you normally would. I typically sleep on my side, so I just kind of squished it and it wasn't too bad. It has also stayed in pretty well. I expected it to be a lot looser. The only piece of hair that has fallen out is my little fringe bit on this side, but I mean it's got a really nice shape to it, so I feel like it's looking promising for the rest of the hair. I don't know, I'm kind of nervous to take it out in case it is a complete fail, because I'm not gonna lie, my hopes are quite high. One thing I will say about sleeping in it is that it does move a lot. Like this is very loose. Like I can literally pick it off the top of my head and it can move back, it can move forward. I woke up and it was kind of a bit like this, but I don't think that really does a lot to the actual hair that is wrapped around it, so really not the end of the world. If anything, it probably makes it a bit comfier because it actually has room to move and it's not kind of tugging on your hair too much. It's not stuck down to your scalp. It kind of has just that little bit of movement, probably makes it a bit comfier to sleep in. I'm excited to take it out. I am also a little bit nervous just in case it's horrendous, but I hope we are all ready for the moment of truth. People on TikTok just shimmy it and their hair falls off, but mine isn't. Okay, let's separate the hair a little bit. I do just have my wide tooth comb and I'm just going to gently comb the curls. This is what I would do after I'd curled my hair anyway. I always comb out my curls just because I find that it makes them all kind of nice and uniform and all kind of like stick together and they don't look like separate little ringlets, which I hate.
I actually can't believe this has worked.
It looks like I have just curled my hair. Like if you didn't know any different and I was filming a video, you would think I had just curled my hair as I normally do. I am seriously so impressed. Don't get me wrong, it is a little bit curlier than I would normally curl my hair, but I feel like it will definitely drop out. My hair is not the best at holding curls anymore, which is again another reason why I wanted to try this, because I just don't want to be putting my hair through heat when it's not even holding it that well. So I will be intrigued to see how these last throughout the day, but I would guess that they will drop a tiny bit. So I'm not too worried that it's really curly at the minute, because I definitely feel like it will drop out a little bit by the end of the day and just kind of as the day goes on. But overall, I am actually super impressed with how the curls have turned out. I feel like I'm quite excited at the thought of a heatless curling method that actually works and doesn't make your hair go too crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, I know I've said that this is a little bit curlier than I'm used to, but I definitely feel like by the time it drops out a little bit, it will be the perfect kind of curl. I am honestly so impressed with this. I am really surprised by the results, although I said I was getting my hopes up, but also feel like I wasn't. Like, I had my hopes up, but I was also kind of expecting it to be a bit of a fail. So I am pleasantly surprised that it has actually given a really nice curl. I definitely feel like it's also given a lot of volume to the hair as well. Like, I've not brushed out the curls and they've just fallen flat. They're still quite springy. There's still quite a lot of volume in my hair. So overall, I am pleasantly surprised. I feel like for £15, you can't really go wrong. That's a lot cheaper than any curler is on the market, and also a lot better for your hair as well. I definitely feel like I will start to reach for this more just when I really don't want to use heat on my hair. Don't get me wrong, there will definitely still be times where I use my heated curler just when you want your curls to be a little bit more foolproof, or you just don't want the risk of them not turning out how you want. I would definitely still use my curler then, but in between those days I feel like this is going to be a really good tool to have just to create the same sort of look but with absolutely zero heat to your hair. Literally music to my ears. I am so here for it, and for £15 as well, like literally a bargain. So that is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please don't forget to give this video a like and also hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video.